everyone, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be starting my reading thrillers vlog. I have 4 here that I have planned to read during this reading vlog. One I've already started, but it's the end of October, so it's thriller season for me, and I'm really excited to pick up these books, so let's talk about them. So the one that I picked up today is Pretty Girls by Karin. I'm on page 126, so I've made it a decent chunk in so far. And I've just heard that this book is very gruesome and hard to read at times, hard to stomach. I know that there's a lot of content warnings on this book, so I will try to leave a list of those down below for this book because I know that it does get dark. I've already seen it get pretty dark in the first 100 or so pages, so but so far I'm really enjoying it. I just really like Karin Slaughter's writing. I've only read The Good Daughter by her before, but I also really enjoyed that one, and this one I think will be just as fast of a read as that one. So that's what I am currently reading. Then I also plan to pick up The Guest List by Lucy Foley. This one is kind of like a whodunit mystery thriller. It's about this wedding set on a remote island, and there's like this list of people: the bride, the +1, the best man, the wedding planner, the bridesmaid. All have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. So somebody gets murdered and you just need to figure out who it could have been. Sorry if you can hear the rain. It's kind of fitting. So I want to pick that one up for sure. And then I have my 2 book of the month books that I chose for my October box. So I chose to add on these 2 books. This one was actually a book of the month pick for October, but I just chose to have it as an add-on. But this is The Girl in the Mirror by Rose Carlyle. I just know that this has to do with twin sisters and one of them like trying to take over the other's life, I think. It's less than 300 pages, so it should be a pretty quick read. So I want to pick that one up. And then the last book on my little TBR for this video is No Exit by Taylor Adams. I've just heard that this is such a suspenseful page-turning thriller, where it's kind of like they get stranded in a snowstorm at this truck stop or something, and the main character thinks that they found, like, I think they find like a kid in a cage or something, so they think that there's a psychopath kidnapper at this truck stop that now they're stranded with, and they have to figure out who it is. So that just sounds incredible. So yeah, these are all of the books that I want to be picking up for this reading vlog. I think I can finish all of these before the end of the month. I'm quite excited to pick these ones up. Hello everyone. So I am home alone tonight, and I plan on getting some reading done. I'm a little nervous to read this book by myself, like with nobody around. So I've already locked and deadbolted the door, but I'm going to be picking this up, and then I'll probably put some kind of ambiance on the TV behind me. I've lit some candles, and I'm going to get some reading done now. All right, I am on chapter 15. I am on page 269 of Pretty Girls, and I'm finding this to be very disturbing and difficult to read, and it's making me kind of sick to my stomach. Like, the things that are happening in this book are just very disturbing and difficult to read. I don't know how else to put it other than they're horrible, horrible things that are happening. But I'm also so intrigued to find out what happens that I don't want to stop reading it. But, like, I don't know if I can keep reading this. I don't like that I'm, like, home alone right now. But I also don't really want to, like, take a break from reading the book. So I guess I'm just going to keep reading. I don't know. I think I'm going to have nightmares tonight. For sure. That's... So I made it to page 345. I'm almost done, but I wish I had stopped back when I last updated. This book is really gruesome, and it's literally making me sick to my stomach to read this. I only have about 50 or so pages left, but I just can't take any more for the night. I will say that if you are planning on reading Pretty Girls at any point, just make sure that you look up what the content warnings are, and just know that it is not for the faint of heart. It's pretty gruesome, and the mental images that it's going to conjure up with those descriptions are not going to go away easily. Yeah, on that note, I'm going to sign off for tonight, and I'll check back in when I decide to pick up Pretty Girls and finish it. So, good night. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to say that I just finished reading Pretty Girls, and I don't know what to say about this book that doesn't sound weird. It kind of reminds me of, like, how I felt when I read A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Like, it was so hard to read and so many awful things happened, but I liked reading the book, or I enjoyed the book. I don't know. It sounds weird to say that because, like, this book is brutal and gruesome and shocking and really hard to read at times, but, like, it was so well written. Like, Karin Slaughter, she's gonna be a new favorite author. Like, I want to pick up more by her because I really enjoyed The Good Daughter and this book. Like, I just really like how she writes, and I just feel so connected to the characters. But yeah, this book is really, really hard to read at times. Like, it's very intense and gruesome and just awful. And I did enjoy this book. Like, again, that just feels so weird to say because it's not about enjoyable things. Like, I don't know how to say it without saying that I enjoyed it. Like, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know. When a book makes me feel that much, like, it's got to be a 5 out of 5. So yeah, I finished my first book for this little reading vlog here. I'll be picking up the guest list next, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break right now from reading and go enjoy the day, and yeah, I'll check in a little later. Savage. Who's a little savage? Oh, jeez. Oh, are you growling? My goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to quick update that I did pick up the guest list last night and I got about 50 pages in. I think I'm on page 52 to be exact. So I'm liking it so far. I like that it's multiple point of views, but they're like just arriving at the island for the wedding. Like nothing's really happened so far. We're just kind of getting a little bit of the backstory for the characters and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to update that. I did start reading this. Look at this little ham. Look at this little ham. Oh, I poked you right in the eye. Sorry, love you so much. Did you hear a noise? What? Too cute. Yes, baby. Hello, everyone. I am on page 257 of The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I read so much today, and I am loving this. I really just feel like this is such a good page turner, and I'm really interested to know what's gonna happen. I don't have very much left, like 60 pages maybe. So I'm gonna go finish that now, and then I'll let you know my final thoughts. I just finished The Guest List, and this was great. I'm so glad I read this. It's been compared to like Knives Out, like the movie Knives Out, where there's a lot of people who have motive to be the murderer, but you don't know who it is. And I think the better comparison for this book is to compare it to Big Little Lies. There's the drama, not of like these mothers like in Big Little Lies, but of a wedding party or like a wedding in general. And it does that thing where you flip-flop between the times, like you start the book knowing that someone gets murdered, but you don't know who. And then it goes back like the day before, and then all the things that lead up to that, and you keep getting snippets of like the future and like them finding the body, and then like the little kind of clues, I guess, that are left, and like the suspense of it. And then the bulk of the story is like what's leading up to the murder, like who did it, what could it have been, what could have caused it. And there's so many twists, and this was just a great book. I loved it. I think I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5, maybe a 4.5. I don't know. I really, really enjoyed this. This is definitely a good one. Yeah, I think if you liked Big Little Lies or if you liked Knives Out, I think you should read this. I think you should just read this if you like thrillers and like murder mysteries. Yeah, that was good. I like that. All right, so now I have either No Exit by Taylor Adams or The Girl in the Mirror by, what's her name? Something Carlyle, I think. I don't know. One of those two. I don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. But dang, this book was good. All right. I suppose I'm not going to read anything more tonight. So I guess I'll just check in the next time when I decide what I'm going to pick to read next. So it's the next night, and I decided to pick up No Exit by Taylor Adams. I read about 100 pages. I think I'm on, let's see, page 103. So I've made it a good way into the book, like almost a third of the way into the book. And I'm kind of bored. Like, I don't know. Nothing is pulling me back to reading this story. Like, I'm kind of bored. And I kind of want to DNF it. I think I might give it another, like, 50 or so pages to kind of pique my interest again, but I'm not really feeling it. So, we'll see. Peekaboo! Excuse me, miss. Oh, you're so cute. Good morning, everyone. I have made the decision to DNF no exit. I didn't read any more other than the first like 100 and so pages. But I feel like I'm far enough in to make that decision. Like, I'm almost a third of the way in and I'm just bored. So I have tons of other books that I want to read that I'm just not going to be wasting my time anymore. If it doesn't capture me in the first 100 pages, then I'm just calling it. My main problem with this book is that the bad guy gets revealed in the first like 30 pages. So there's not really any mystery to it. It's just like, I don't know. I just wish there was a little more like, who do I trust? Like, who is it? You know, not the super obvious guy. And like every time I think about picking this book back up, I just get really annoyed. And I looked up some reviews on Goodreads and I don't know. I don't want to read this. So I think I'm going to pick up The Girl in the Mirror by Rose Carlyle next and see how that one goes. So we'll see. I'm going to go pick that one up in a little bit and hopefully it captures my attention much better than this book did. All right, so I did end up picking up The Girl in the Mirror, but I only read the prologue in the first chapter, so I'm only 15 pages in. I'm definitely intrigued already, because you can definitely like see the twin sisters like envy of the other sister's life. So that book should be interesting, I think. But I just don't really feel like reading tonight. I'm really tired and I just kind of want to watch some booktube videos. So yeah, I didn't end up getting very far, but hopefully I have, you know, a few more days before the end of October. So hopefully I'll be able to finish it. Tomorrow I am planning on watching a good chunk of The Haunting of Bly Manor. So I'm pretty pumped for that because I friggin' loved The Haunting of Hill House. So I'm really excited for The Haunting of Bly Manor. I hope it's not too scary though. But yeah, I should be able to read a little bit tomorrow too, but I plan on just kind of binge watching that show. So yeah, I guess I'll just check in tomorrow. So I spent the entire day binge watching The Haunting of Bly Manor and I finished it and I really, really liked it. I still think that I like The Haunting of Hill House more, but Haunting of Bly Manor was definitely good, definitely worth the watch. I really liked it. I really liked the characters and it's like just the right amount of scary for me. I like how this shows, like if you haven't watched either of them, it's kind of confusing. Like you just want answers and you don't get them until like the very last episode or two. So it really leaves you wanting more, both of them. So I would recommend both of them if you kind of want some spooky vibes. So now I think I'm gonna pick up The Girl in the Mirror. I'm only 30 or so pages into this and I feel like that's just not enough to actually judge it, but I just don't really like care to come back to it. Like it's not pulling me back in. I might just be a little burnt out from reading or even just consuming stories at this point. So we'll see. I'm going to try to pick it up and at least get to page 100, but if I don't, que sera, sera. But I'll probably just end up watching some booktube or something. But I do want to finish this before October ends. So I still have 2 days, and this book is less than 300 pages. So it's doable. So I just finished reading The Girl in the Mirror, and I don't know, I wasn't like a huge fan of it. It was entertaining, but I had so many issues with it, and I just got really annoyed by it a lot. So I think I'm gonna go with like a 2-star, 2.5. Yeah, there were just some things that I didn't like about it. Like, I thought that it was paced a little slowly, and I don't know, I just thought it was kind of annoying. Some of the characters were annoying. The main character was annoying, and there was just a lot of things that I had problems with. So, but it was definitely entertaining. So I guess I'm gonna go with a 2-star, 2.5-ish, somewhere around there. So I think I'm just gonna end this reading vlog here. I had kind of a mixed bag of my thrillers for this vlog. I had 2 5-star thrillers that I absolutely loved, and then I had 2 that I didn't really like so much. At least I finished this last one though, but yeah. So that is going to be it for this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.